So we'll kick things off here and get started. So, like I said, hope everybody's doing great today. Um, so from a development standpoint, I think you guys may have seen, but we shipped a new website, and I think it looks awesome. We worked with a really top tier designer and development firm to get the website updated. I think it does a really nice job highlighting our utility and really highlighting and helping drive conversion and awareness of the project. A little less degen, a little bit more professional, which we all need. So super excited about that. If you guys have not checked it out, I encourage you to do so. As always, feedback's welcome. You can send it to one of us privately or in the channel on Telegram. But website is launched. We spoke about that on our last AMA and talked about how we shipped that. So we indeed delivered on that. And again, super excited. So beyond that, want to talk about some of the progress we've made towards the MVP, specifically our utility. So Byte, myself, and the team have been, continuing hard at work on the MVP, really of the VPS rental dashboard. And so what we're really working on right now and working to focus is incorporating the feedback from some of the beta testing that we did with y'all. So we got a lot of good feedback from members of the community, people who tested it, some of our trusted partners, to enhance the usability, improve some flows. And so we took that back to the team, working with the designers to update some of the user interactions and design there. And we are working on kind of the payments and billing module for essentially how you purchase those services. So we expect to have that out in the coming week or so, such that you'll be able to hit the DApp, connect your wallet, and from there kind of see how you'd be able to purchase credit, either using VPS token or, as we mentioned on sort of the last AMA, using some of our service providers that allow for like fiat on-ramps to purchase credit to use on the platform. So we're super excited about that. Again, want to, special shout out to our testers who helped test the utility and bring back some of the feedback and stuff like that. So, super excited about that. And then let's see, want to talk about the team updates from Dubai. So a couple of our team members, so specifically Q and Echo, were over in Dubai, or I guess they still are over in Dubai, for Token 2049. So this is past weekend, and it was really nothing short of extraordinary. But braving the elements, the team successfully engaged in a lot of meetings over there, really for partnership awareness, learning, different collaborations. And so some of the highlights were really advancing talks with Steady about some of our potential integrations, and then really locking down on a payments integration with Kyber Networks and their KyberSwap platform. And then also confirming a promising partnership with a current number one influencer. So we're continuing to bring on some of those people who can really help bring awareness to the product and our project and the team. And they've really opened up doors to further expand our network and enhance our platform's capabilities. So a couple sessions ago, we had Pete from Kudos on, one of our premier infrastructure partners. And he spoke to some of the different aspects of, both his platform and then what we're looking to work on together. And we're continuing to reach out to infrastructure partners and people who can bring capabilities to the VPS platform. So I think, these types of meetings and sending the team and sort of using some of our funds to get over there really helps and smooths the partnership and collaboration aspects quite a bit and allows us to make a lot of forward progress. So again, Token 2049 really allowed us to foster those relationships, bring more partners into our orbit, and significantly boost our marketing efforts. Nice thing is, it's a relatively low cost, and so I think this was a great investment. And we're really thrilled about the opportunities that have emerged from the event, and we look forward to sharing more about some of these collaborations as they develop. Let me see. I just saw a note from my team. Let me see. Somebody requested to chat. Yeah, Tony, go ahead. I granted you permissions, Tony. If you wanted to say something now, or if you want to hang on, just let me know.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
This is
go
Tony
ahead.
Tong. Thank you for having me. This is Tony Tong from Hong Kong Blockchain Association. I'm currently in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, at one of our launching events for a Web3 project. So it's my pleasure to be here on the VPS channel, and welcome to VPS AI. Welcome to Hong Kong Blockchain Association, and welcome to Asia. We are doing, last week we hosted some of the biggest events in Hong Kong, Hong Kong Blockchain Week, Web3 Festival. So we had our VC family office gatherings. We also had events with OKX and like 4B in Hong Kong. This week we are in Ho Chi Minh City. On May 5th we are going to be in Hanoi, and we are also launching a few Web3 games in Hanoi. And on May 15th, May 18th, sorry, we're going to be in KL, in Malaysia, KL. So we are also launching our Web3 incubation center in KL. So currently, with Hong Kong Blockchain Association, we have a company called Tong 2000, and it's a Web3 incubation center, and we applied for IPO listing with the SEC, and we received approval. Our registration, S1 registration with the SEC has been approved. So we're going to be launching many of our incubation centers from China, Shenzhen, to Hong Kong, to Hanoi, Vietnam, and KL, Malaysia. And we also have an incubation center in the US, in Illinois. So yeah, thank you to our Tong 2000 Web3 incubation ecosystem and Hong Kong Blockchain Association. And also hope to see you guys in Asia. I know many of our partners and investors are also in Dubai this week at the Token 2049. We have our HKBA chairman in Token 2049. We're also announcing a MOU partnership with the Middle East Blockchain Association. So if you're in Dubai, please get in contact with Michael Zhao, Sing Wang, he's our co-chairman, Sam, and also Dennis. You guys are all in Dubai, and please come over to Southeast Asia, to Hong Kong and Vietnam, and we have a huge community here from Hong Kong to Vietnam and Philippines. We are also going to Indonesia. You know, with Vietnam, it's a great ecosystem. 2 weeks ago, Vitalik was here. Vitalik, a veteran at the ETH Vietnam. We hosted an event with him. I was a panel speaker with Vitalik. And a year ago, CZ was here in Vietnam. And we wish he could join us, but I heard he's stuck in the US somewhere. So anyway, welcome to Hong Kong. Welcome to Hong Kong Blockchain Association. And please, let's partner close together. I know VPS is a good decentralized AI project, and it's certainly a very, very attractive topic. Many Hong Kong, we have many investors. They are moving from the real estate brick and mortar industry into Web3. They've totally given up on the real estate investment because they have really, really poor performance over the last few years. And many of the institutional investors and family offices are now eagerly studying the Web3 and AI sector. So I hope that you come over to Hong Kong, and we'll have to do some events to educate the investors. The Hong Kong government is also eagerly, pushing a number of policies to attract Web3 projects to Hong Kong. Also issuing licenses such as crypto exchange license, crypto asset management license, RWA and STO license. One of our co-chairmen, Sam Lee, he's received the first Hong Kong RWA STO license issued by the Securities Futures Commission of Hong Kong. So we have the legal system, the framework licensing to issue RWA STO in Hong Kong, also stable coins. So many good things are happening, and Web3 is the destiny for Hong Kong. So yeah, thank you, and please let's keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tony. It's great to have you on. I appreciate the update, and it's great to work with you. And thanks for the partnership, man. It's fantastic. And we'll definitely see what we can do about getting some of the team over to Asia and Hong Kong to visit. Love to connect.
Great, let's do that. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. So great to hear from some of our partners. One of the things I wanted to highlight is, in addition to, y'all getting to hear from Tony and the exciting partnership we have with the Hong Kong Blockchain Association, is that we have a partnership with, I mentioned a little bit earlier, but locked that down with KyberSwap. And so we're very excited to announce that we've partnered with them as our preferred payments gateway, and we're going to be integrating them with our utility and allowing users to purchase VPS platform services through their gateway. So as I mentioned earlier, sort of where we're at from a development progress and development standpoint is working through some of the billing module complexities. And KyberSwap is one of the pieces of technology that we're looking to integrate. Super neat. You can check them out, KyberSwap. But excited about that. And then, as I mentioned, we also have some other partnerships that we are looking to announce in the coming days. Some of the outcomes from the conversations that the team has been fortunate enough to have in person in Dubai this weekend. So very excited about that. Really good, some strategic progress, especially in the marketing front. As I mentioned, teams being very mindful of our spending so that we have plenty in our war chest to continue really marketing and growing the project in a sustainable way. So still continuing to do that. And then, before I kind of open up to questions, lastly, just want to encourage anybody, like I said earlier, if you have any feedback on the website, want to highlight anything, there's anything you think we can do better there, certainly open to your feedback. Love to hear from the community and community members. Like I said, the beta testing is great, incorporated a lot of those conversations into the product. And so I think that's humming along nicely. And so, yeah, I'm going to open it up to any questions, kind of short and sweet this week. We've got an important business meeting we need to get to in about 13 minutes. So we need to wrap up by then, but turn it over to a few questions, and then we will get back to our Fridays. Let's see, Crypto Hunter. Yeah, Crypto Hunter, go ahead. Faces is tricky sometimes. You hit the approve button and you approve them, and then it doesn't approve them. Anybody on the team able to approve Crypto Hunter to speak? All right. Well, we try to work on some of those. We're having a couple technical difficulties on our space, guys. Apologize for that. We'll get them sorted out. But yeah, just wanted to talk a little bit more about some of these partnerships and how they kind of fit into our overall rollout progress. So from a utility standpoint, integrating the KyberSwap as our preferred payments gateway is really going to be beneficial because it's going to allow more people. And something I mentioned last space is it's going to allow people from different networks, people from different communities to more easily get onto the VPS platform and connect with our services. So one of the big things about crypto and kind of the democratization effect, or something that we really are looking to do from a kind of vision standpoint, is ensure that everybody has access to these services. So something that's been really important to us is integration with as many partners as possible to make that transition as seamless and as easy as possible for people who want to use the services. And kind of why that's beneficial to y'all is that, as more people use the product, more people use the utility, we ramp up kind of some of the revenue sharing aspects of the project that we have envisioned. That'll be more money returned to the community and then more strength of the project. And so, everybody wants to see the chart up and to the right, as do we. So the more eyeballs and awareness and hype for the product and the team and the project that we can bring, the better it is for everybody. So that's something that we're very excited about. As Tony kind of mentioned, with Hong Kong Blockchain Association, some of the other partnerships, especially, and we'll announce a name shortly, but some of these things we want to keep under wraps is, partnership with some of the influencers. Guy was just voted the #1 influencer in crypto. So we're really going at it on the top levels and from all angles. And, part of these projects, like we mentioned, team has a lot of good connections. We're able to leverage those, bring that awareness to the project. So we're continuing down that path. And so, yeah, super excited there. Let me see if we've got a couple of these. We'll prove one more time here. But yeah, I wanted to open the floor.
Hey, we are launching our big event right here in Ho Chi Minh.
That's awesome.
So I'm in Ho Chi Minh City. So there are so many Web3 projects launching in Southeast Asia, and like Vietnam is a hot place. As I said, CZ was here last year, Vitalik was here recently, and many big blockchain projects like Telegram Network Tong or like Sui, F-Top, PowerPoint, they're all very active. There are hackathons here. So
Nice.
We're doing incubation center in Vietnam. So and we're also working with some of the biggest investors in the Vietnam crypto industry.
Nice. Okay, I think I got a question here. Let me see if Rugrat, I approved you. See if that works for you. You just got to unmute your mic and then you can ask a question.
I just want to know, where would you like to see VPS, say 3 to 6 months from now, from your own personal goals? Where would you like to see VPS?
Yeah, great question. 3 to 6 months, that feels like an eternity in crypto. But like I said, and I've mentioned multiple times, we're really looking to build the project in a very sustainable way. We actually just opened, we're having office space in Singapore. And so we're trying to be very mindful of our spend and our burn rate. As a startup, one of the things that you can control is how much money you're spending on stuff. And while we do want to grow, if we spend all of our money that we've raised thus far, then we don't have the opportunity to continue to grow. So I think in 3 to 6 months, obviously have the MVP out, have a couple revisions of that shipped, and really, I think the sky's the limit from that standpoint. I mean, chart up and to the right for sure. I think once the MVP is launched and we have some users on the core utility, and we continue to expand into that marketplace and gain some traction with users, that'll really kind of dictate, I think, the roadmap. The first step is you have a hypothesis on what the product is going to be. You get that out, you do some testing, and then you start really working with feedback from users and some of our partners to figure out how we need to, expand and bring more awareness to the product. I think as we start growing revenue from that standpoint, we'll be able to really pour some gas on the fire for marketing, and really take advantage of some of the strategic partnerships that we've both sort of cultivated and are fostering now. And so, we're not just dealing with Web3 projects, but also with sort of traditional businesses. And so there's a lot of, considerations to make sure that we are suitable for those kind of partners to integrate with. And so, we're working on something with Upwork. But the speed at which crypto moves compared to the speed at which maybe some of the traditional business moves is kind of a different order of magnitude. I mean, startup space is fast, crypto space is even faster. So it's trying to manage expectations both within the Web3 space as well as while we're working with some of these traditional business partners, and their partnership teams. So 3 to 6 months, I think we're going to be off to the races in a very strong position, both financially and from a product release standpoint.
I see so many use cases for VPS infrastructure, and it's nice to hear you mention how it's very important to have as many partnerships as possible. I think having those partnerships and applications and software to help create or develop VPS's ecosystem. I want to know, is there any new or potential partnerships you have in mind in the future, or who you would like to partner with as far as evolving VPS's ecosystem?
Yeah, with the team and I are going to, debrief after some of the conversations that I had at Token 2049, and we'll be looking to sort of assess some of the opportunities that we were presented with from conversations there, figure out what makes the most fit from a strategic standpoint. And so I think within, the next AMA or so, we'll be able to announce some of those. As I mentioned, integrating with Kyber Swap today, some of the work that Tony's team and our team is doing together. But yeah, we'll certainly keep everybody engaged as some of those things continue to develop.
I also like to just add a few things because in, in Asia, in China, Hong Kong, we've always invested a lot in Bitcoin mining, Ethereum GPU mining in the past, and recently there's a huge demand for AI computing centers. So we are actually, it is a capital intensive operation. So we are also with HKBA, Outcome 2000. We're also making investment in the AI computing space, H100, NVIDIA cards, and it's not just mining crypto; it's for AI processing, large language model processing. That's a huge market, and there's a huge growing demand just for leasing the AI computing power. So let's see what we can do. And if you are fitting this topic, I think a lot of investors, family offices, institution investors will be interested in investing in the AI computing space.
No, that's fantastic, Tony. I think you're right. There really is a strong demand. And I mean, you're seeing, listening to a podcast the other day, they were talking about the energy demands that the data centers are going to require over the next bunch of years just to support the demand for AI. So I think being in that space and working on that type of technology is going to position this project extremely well for success, and hopefully can bring some success to our partners too.
In the Telegram, I'm seeing more and more investors from our China counterparts requesting a forum for them, a channel for them to be able to speak freely and brag about VPS. How soon do you think we can have other channels for outside of just what we have right now?
Yeah, I think that's something that the team is continually assessing. Um, letting them, I'm mainly focused on the product and then sort of just providing some updates to the community. So I won't speak specifically for some of the community development aspects. But I think it's good to bring that back up in this forum so that we're aware, there is a demand for that, and certainly something the team will look to address. So, but hey, guys, as I mentioned, the team and I need to run. We've got a meeting in about 1 minute here. So we need to hop on a call with somebody. They've got a Zoom chat. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I know there's a couple people who requested to chat. I apologize. I wasn't able to get to you right now. If you want to reach out to us directly in Telegram, we're more than happy to answer. And we'll look to get another spaces scheduled mid or second half of next week to update everybody on progress again. Once again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Really appreciate you spending half an hour with us. And we'll see everybody.
Okay, thanks for having me, guys. Okay, you guys have fun in Dubai. Please come over to Hong Kong. Okay.
Thank you, Tony.
See you.